Welcome to Graham Snackers. Today I am so excited because I have in my hands 3D Doritos. This is the most excited I've ever been to review something. I remember having 3D Doritos when I was a kid back in the 90s. Then it came in like a tube or kind of more like a Pringles can, but the lid itself was a little bowl. And then you would take the can and you would pour yourself a little snack into the bowl. Now that I'm older, Frito-Lay was like, Graham's not gonna use a little bowl, let's just put them in a bag so he can eat all of them at once, which I'm definitely going to do. Now, I remember back then thinking it was just your normal nacho cheese and Cool Ranch flavors. I did a little bit of research and I saw that actually it was nacho cheesier and zesty ranch. So they did have a little bit of a different flavor, I assume, from the name. Now, however, we definitely have two new flavors with chili cheese nachos and spicy ranch. These are two flavors I would just be excited for on a normal Dorito, but now they're in 3D. If you didn't have 3D Doritos back in the day, you might be wondering what the difference is. Well, the difference is a whole dang dimension. As you can see, these are more puffed up. And what this actually means is that these are corn chips as opposed to tortilla chips like normal Doritos. So they do have a little bit of a different flavor, but it was something about 3D Doritos that I just loved as a kid. I think I was more into the shape and texture, something about it being like hollow inside I really liked. I distinctly remember them having kind of ridges, but these look on the bag like they're more smooth. Let's try them out. I'm so pumped. Oh my gosh. Ooh, those smell good. They do smell like, I'm wondering if Dorito had a chili cheese flavor, if it's making me think of chili cheese Fritos, because it is a little bit of a familiar smell. And now that I see them, they do have the ridges that aren't really evident on the bag. Ooh. There you go. That's what a third dimensional Dorito looks like. They smell really good. Kind of pointy. It's crazy how familiar these are to me, because it's been at least 2 decades since I've had them, but I do remember that more corn chip flavor. The shape, eating it, is just kind of a more unique experience than a normal chip. It's like, I don't know, you bite into it and then there's like more chip to bite into. I will admit the corners are like extra crunchy, which almost makes these feel kind of stale. It's not a bad thing, it's just a little different. It is, honestly, it is a strange mouthfeel, but I'm into it. It's a little weird to chew them. They take up so much room in your mouth, well, with being a whole extra dimension and all. The chili cheese flavor is really good too. It's quite a bit different from what you would get from a chili cheese Frito. It's a lot cheesier, for sure. I wouldn't say it's spicy, but it's got a little kick to it. Just a good snack. I will say, so this is the inside of a 3D Dorito. You do have a lot of surface area that isn't covered in the chip powder, which you can definitely tell when you're eating it. I want to move on to the spicy ranch, but I keep eating them, they're so good. I'm definitely willing to admit that a lot of my enjoyment comes from nostalgia. They're just like how I remember. Now, spicy ranch, this is an exciting flavor. I've talked before about how I don't really love ranch. At least I don't like ranch sauce, but as a seasoning, I tend to like it more. Cool Ranch Doritos are, of course, good chips, but making them spicy could really take them to the next level. Now, there's one thing about the Zesty Ranch 3D Doritos from back in the day. I distinctly remember hating how they smelled. I don't know why. They tasted good. I liked eating them. But I remember when I would smell them, I thought they smelled gross. So hopefully, these Ranch 3D Doritos have a better scent. They do. They just kind of smell like ranch. I'm not smelling any spicy, but I don't know how I would. They definitely smell different than Cool Ranch Doritos. You can see these ones, they don't look like they have as much powder on them, at least that might just be because of the color. I'm getting a little spice after the fact, but there was no spice for any of those 3 chips as I was eating them. I think this will definitely be one that has to build over time. So these have a lot of the same strengths that the chili cheese Doritos have, in the sense of it's a very nostalgic mouthfeel. I like the texture, I like the shape, I like it being a little hollow inside. The flavor has me a little puzzled though. Doritos can get really spicy. Some of the recent flavors, like the Flaming Hot, were just overwhelming. But whereas their spicy nacho is a very tolerable level of heat. So I wasn't sure where this is gonna land. This isn't as spicy as the spicy nacho, which already, like I said, it's tolerable, it's easy to eat. These took several bites before I ever got any spice in my mouth. The ranch flavor, it's not exactly like how it is on a Cool Ranch Dorito. I don't think it's as good as Cool Ranch. Maybe it just takes some getting used to, though. Yeah, the ranch flavor suffers to make room for the spicy. And after eating a bit more, it is a stronger spice in my mouth, but again, all of it comes after I'm done. I do think these will probably grow on me though, as I continue to eat them. I think I overhyped myself a little bit for the spicy ranch flavor. However, the chili cheese nacho flavor does live up to the hype. Do they combine though? So the cheese overpowers it too much. I do think that might even be its biggest shortcoming of the ranch, is that the flavor just isn't as strong. So yeah, 3D Doritos are back, which I'm so happy for. These are great, just flat out. I love the flavor, I love the shape, I love the texture. These are disappointing really good. I just wanted more from the spicy flavor. I wanted more ranch flavor. They just kind of hindered each other. But again, they have that good texture, good shape. And it's not like it's a bad flavor. It just doesn't live up to the name spicy ranch. Still ecstatic that I have 3D Doritos back. I do hope that these stay around as a permanent inclusion of the Dorito lineup. I hope they're not limited time again, although I feel like they probably are. So I'll just have to hoard up so they last me a while. Look at my new art. Okay, I'm sitting here after filming my Graham Snackers, just munching on these Doritos. Just a reminder, this is what a ranch 3D Dorito looks like. I just found this guy. I don't know what he is. Is he just like a burnt boy, I guess? Look at that difference. What is going on? I'm gonna eat him. I'm gonna eat him right now. Oh God. Oh, he's so burnt. Oh, that's not good.